All right, here we are. In this course, we're going to talk a lot about light. So I think it makes sense to take a moment to look at what light actually is. Light is energy. To be specific, it is electromagnetic energy. This is the same type of energy as gamma rays, X-rays, microwaves, or radio waves. What we call light is actually just a particular range of electromagnetic energy that our eyes and brain have evolved to perceive. We can see this visible light as brightness and color. Physicists think of light as a wave or a particle. For our purposes, it is most useful to think of light as light rays. Let's establish a few principles. A light ray originates from a source. It then travels in a straight line, and when it hits a surface, it is reflected. What happens at this moment of reflection is extremely important. When you understand it, many things will fall into place. This has a lot to do with the smoothness of the surface. A useful way to study it is with a laser and a mirror. This is the incoming light ray. We can call it direct light because it's coming directly from the light source, whether that's a sun or a laser or anything else. And here is the reflected light ray. We can call this indirect light. Notice that the reflected ray is weaker. Every reflection or every bounce costs energy and weakens the light. Now let's do it with three rays. The surface that the laser shines on is a mirror. Because of this, all the rays are reflected perfectly. This type of reflection is called a specular reflection, from the Latin word speculum or mirror. On a microscopic level, a mirror is an incredibly smooth surface, but most materials are not that smooth. For example, skin looks something like this microscopically. It's irregular. And when we shine the laser on this irregular surface, we're getting a different type of reflection. This is much more common, and it's called diffuse reflection. Whenever you think about the light having an effect on the form, the actual shading, that is diffuse reflection. Here's an example. And whenever you think of reflective materials like chrome, that's the effect of specular reflection. Most materials in the world around you have both aspects, specular and diffuse reflection. What many people call the highlight is a specular reflection. The shading that creates the three-dimensional cylindrical form is created by diffuse reflection. Mastering that volumetric shading is going to be our focus for this course.